We Black Again family is the general. We live in effect once again. It's on today. This evening we're gonna be talking about the ancient Egyptian and Olmec worship of the feathered serpent. You see, looking at all of the global Kushite worship and symbolisms that was shared with the Federation of Kushite nations all across the planet, and most definitely the winged serpent, the feathered serpent, which in East Asia became the dragon, and even in we most definitely got it. We got that work. Matter of fact, I got the Naga in there too. So we most definitely gonna work out on some things. You see, now Quetzalcoatl, the feather serpent, it was probably one of the most dominant gods worshipped by the Olmecs, but also at the same time highly venerated in amongst the ancient Egyptians. Also highly venerated amongst the ancient Egyptians, and being one of the dominant, being one of the dominant symbols of divinity. You see, Quetzalcoatl was like, he was almost like one of their crucified saviors. I believe Quetzalcoatl ended up in the book, the 16 crucified saviors. So he was looked at or as one of the crucified saviors. That's right, Quetzalcoatl, because he's got an anthropomorphic depiction too. He's got a anthropomorphic. He takes the depiction of a anthropomorph as a man also, you see. And so I believe in that aspect they see him as the sun, one of the sun gods. And so when you go into ancient Egypt, we're gonna show you the feathered serpent, but right there behind me is Quetzalcoatl, and to the left, and then you got Wajet to the right. Let me get this in here so we can work out. Is it this one? Yeah, it is. So even in Asia, let me see if I can show the one in Asia. In Asia, and I might just go on and that's crazy, as we just got through talking about the Negritos, and you see right here over in this is the Negrito over there, and how they carved them off into the arts, of Asia. You see India and all through there. You see, so you see the Negrito, the little short, and is a part of the pantheon too. So this is global. This is on the only two places. Now you see here how you see the dragon holding up just like the Olmec, holding up the matter of fact, they might be in here. Holding up the heavens. Holding up the heavens. And see this aspect. See, this is like the Quetzalcoatl, because there's the winged serpent. That's the feathered serpent. You see, the winged serpent is the feather because you got feathers on the wings. So that's the winged serpent. And so that's all in the anthropomorphic form right here. We showing you. You see that this is what it is. So you got the zoomorphic form and you got the anthropomorphic form. But this is, the veneration of now here it is right here. Now this is in you see this is in this is a Mayan king. And you can see he didn't take the form of the serpent. You see, this is a form of Quetzalcoatl. You see, he didn't take the form of the serpent. So that's the form of Quetzalcoatl, which you get also in ancient Egypt. You see, you also get in Asia. In Asia, the feathered serpent became the dragon. You see, became the dragon, the flying dragon. And this is another form of the Quetzalcoatl, the serpent, the anthropomorphic, the serpent with the human head. which they call Quetzalcoatl. But that's one of the most sacred deities of the Olmec. So how's all these damn coincidences you see, and even in West Africa, the veneration of the serpent was much like in ancient Egypt, much like in ancient Egypt. They also had the mask with the matter of fact, I'm coming up to it. I just went, here you go. See? So you see, even in West Africa, you see the mask from Benin, and you see the serpent is coming down, descending down. You see to sit on the pineal gland, which is the throne of God. But see, this symbolism is also in the Americas. You see, wait a minute. This symbolism is also in the Americas. Okay, where's that pyramid of Quetzalcoatl? It should have been right there. Should have been right there. Should have been right there. I got to tighten this one up too. Yeah, I got most definitely. I most definitely got to get in here and get to work. When I come in this motherfucker, I want to be able to pull that fireworks up. You feel me? Jump right into the battle. You understand? But that's all right. That's why I'm doing this now. Because I'm going to get all my shit tight. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to jump right on in. Well, I could have just got it off of Google, because you can see the same spiritualism. If you go to Chetsanisa, you will see the two serpents, you understand, coming down the side of the pyramid. You see, if you go to Chetsanisa, let me see if I got it over here. Okay, that's Chetsanisa, but that ain't the one I want. That ain't the one I want. Let me see if I can Google it right quick, so I can show you this. I need to show you this because, we know that they had the same. There it is. Let me see if I can get the one to throw it in there, and I'm gonna show you the two serpents coming down on the side of the pyramid. Let me put it. There you go. Here you go, right here. Here you go, right here. Okay, here. Let me drop it in for y'all. Okay, let me drop it in right here. So you see how it's coming down on the headdress. You see how? Let me make sure I drop it in where I need to. I'm tired of looking for shit. Okay, here we go. Damn, I just had it. Hold on, fam. Just look in amazement at that right there, right quick. So you can see people talking about West Africa, East Africa, same shit going on. Same shit going on. What the people? There you go, right there. Here you go. Okay, let me drop it in. I had to make sure I drop this shit in where it's supposed to be. Cause I keep having to look for shit, but that caused me. I need to get in here and tighten all this shit up. When you got goddamn hundreds of lectures and shit. Okay, there it is right there. So you see the serpents is coming down. I'm gonna show you because during the equinoxes, and I think it's the solstices. I believe it's is the equinoxes. You see, one will be coming down and the other one will be going up. You see what I'm saying? It'll be shown to be going up. You see, so that's the Christ consciousness. That's the heaven, the cosmic serpent. You see that there. Let me show you the whole length of the pyramid so you can see. Yeah, let me show you the whole length of the pyramid so you can see. Because during the solstices, it'll light up. You see, it'll light up. You see, you'll see that motherfucker coming down slowly but sure. Here it is right here. Here it is right here. Here it is right here. Let me drop that shit in there for you to see. Okay, so you see the light right there. You see how it's lit up? See how it's lit up from the top, coming down. But see, that's the same symptom. See, you see how it coming. Then one of them will be coming back. So that's the avatar. You see that descends in the time of need when the people's in need of Christ consciousness. They didn't went so below expectations of cosmic order that the avatar had to descend back down on the planet. So but that's the same concept of what you see, because the serpent is also descending onto the pineal gland of the Pharaoh and the Benin king. You see, and so it's the same symbolism. So you can see that this is a universal teaching. This is not something that you just mistakenly know. They got this all over. You see the ascending serpent here, and you could take this one and you could put it over just so you could see it. You see, sometimes you got to see that shit in real time. You see, we don't play no motherfucking games. We go for the gusto over this motherfucker. So you see right there, you see the serpent is ascending down on the pineal gland, and on the pyramid is ascending down to earth. This is what it is. It's the Christ consciousness. The serpent was always looked at as divine. It was looked at as, also as a symbol. That's why when you go in any type of science, any medical, you look at the medical machines and shit, and you see energy, heartbeats, and all. It always move in serpentine form, because so energy and frequency is always measured in serpentine form. So that's what it is. So this is spiritual frequency and cosmic energy, which is being depicted. This is universal. And the only way you can have universal consciousness like that is that they traveling back and forth. There's a mother culture which is coming out of Africa, but these Kushites is taking this knowledge all over the planet. Okay. And you can, again, and just to show you, even in Thailand. I'm gonna show you. See, same shit. You gonna see them descending down. So for motherfucker, there they go right there, coming down, just like the goddamn ones here, coming down the side of the damn the pyramid over here. This is the temple. You see, and you'll see them on the roof too. You will see them on the roof, so you know they coming down from heaven. You know I know this shit. You know I don't be playing no games. You know I don't be playing no games. So you can see him coming down the roof. Here you go. Oh, that's a short one. Wait a minute, what is it? Let me see. Let me try that again. Okay, there. So you see him coming down from the heavens. You see him coming down from the heavens. Then you see him right there. Then you come over here. The serpent's coming down from the heavens. Then you come over here. The serpent's coming down from the heavens. You can see the tail is to the heavens. The tail is to the heavens. This is a universal Kushite consciousness, spiritual consciousness, all dealing with the Christ consciousness depicted as the serpent, depicted as the serpent. So Quetzalcoatl is among many winged serpents, the earliest coming up out of the Nile Valley, but that consciousness was taken all over the planet. It is interconnected. It is interconnected with all of the Kushite civilizations in Africa, in Asia, in the Americas, even in Oceania. This is another one showing it coming down off the roof, showing you is descending, you understand, from the heavens. You see, and you just put, and you can put them all together so you understand this, that it makes sense. Okay, so ain't no motherfucking way that the Africans was not over here. That's bullshit. They was over here from the very beginning, and they had brought the ancient traditions from the Nile Valley, West Africa, over here. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. They brought this over here. There's no doubt about it. So where we at? Wait a minute. We still in the house. We still got some time. We still got some time. Hold on. And so let me calm down. This Naga one. Okay. Let me get back up here. Now that's another one showing some of the Twa over in just to back it up. You see over there in Asia, you see what I'm saying? You got a lot of them negritos. And this the pictures depicting them. You see, and it's obviously to see that one is fully, they all negritos, but you could you could just look in his face. You see what I'm saying? Pure African. Now they might believe they something else and shit or this, that, and the third. You see right there, Ptah. And that's crazy because Egypt, these little Twa founded Egypt. That's what Egypt is. That's Ptah, the little Twa. They never showed Ptah like that. But Ptah was also depicted as a little Twa. You see? And so these little Twas, you can see right here the little Twa, that little Twa right there was I think she was on the Adamine. She was on the Adamine Island too. She passed. She was the last speaker of the language called Bo. She was the last speaker of that language. But that show you Twa, the little Twa, little Ptah, the Twa who started Kush. Started Kush too. Before in Egypt, named after Ptah, but they never show you this Ptah. Yeah, they show you the one, the taller one, but they never show you the shorter one because they knew from the very beginning where Egypt came from. Okay. And the crazy thing is you look down there in that pinkish area, that they was all throughout South fucking Asia. You see what I'm saying? And so they was in India and other places too, but they probably aside, they went over there, wiping them out. You see, they was in southern China, Indonesia. You see Cambodia over there, Angkor Wat. You understand? That's why you see a lot of them woolly head Buddhas over there, because our peoples was the original peoples in the land, but they was connected. They were not isolated. The global connection that you see in the world today was also in the ancient world. The brothers and sisters were, you understand, were selling all over the world at that time. So we got to quit acting like just today that somehow the peoples and shit started to sail around the world and connect on a global level. That's bullshit. You see, Yeah, that's bullshit. They've been going all around the world. And so we appreciate y'all coming out. We just getting warmed up. I'm just opening up my lectures for real. And really, I'm just, these is like to get the shit, get me to clean my lectures up so I'm dangerous. Each time you see me come on this bitch, I'm gonna become more and more dangerous. You understand? And exposing all this bullshit out here is fabricated. You see, it's fabricated. So the lessons of the master teachers it will forever be the sacred scriptures of black people all around this globe. The Dr. Ben, the John Henry Clark, the John G. Jackson, the Chancellor Williams, you understand, the Sheikh Diobs and all the others, they will be the sacred scriptures. You understand, forever, especially for people who have no scriptures. You see, they don't have no scripture. They wish they had some scriptures like this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just warming up. Do you understand me? I'm in here looking for shit. After a while, everything is gonna be in place, and I'm gonna be firing. You understand what I'm saying? It's gonna be like nuclear destruction. So just stay posted with the general, and we most definitely gonna reach out there and touch you wherever you at. Thank y'all for being here. Make sure you get over there to Patreon. There's some links in the chat. Support the general, and I'll be black tomorrow. Thank you, family. Black Power.